So I want to discuss a few questions which the students are expressing frequently as a doubt. So let us see, this is the first question. So what is asking, how many times a man toss a fair coin so that the probability of having at least one head is more than 90%. Success probability is 1 by 2, that means getting ahead is a success. Automatically not getting ahead is a failure. What he is asking in the question, probability of getting success at least once. Probability of getting a success at least once. What is the success? Getting ahead is considered as a success. P of x greater than or equals to 1 is greater than 90%, that is 90 by 100. So we have to find out P of x greater than or equals to 1. That means that is nothing but 1 minus P of x less than 1 we have to find out. That is greater than 9 by 10. Now again we can write this one as 1 minus P of x less than 1 means P of x is equal to 0 is greater than 9 by 10. So from this we can write 1 by 10 is greater than P of x is equals to 0. Now I can write this one as 1 by 10 is greater than, what is P of x is equal to 0? NC 0. Out of n trials, 0 times success. Success 0 times into failure remaining times. So that's why we got 2 to the power of n is greater than 10 we got. So this is true for n is equals to 4, 5, 6 and so on. The minimum number of times a man must toss a fair coin is n is equals to 4. Minimum 4 times he has to toss a fair coin. Wins a rupee for a 6. Loses a rupee for any other number when a fair die is thrown. But the man decided to throw a die thrice but to quit when he get a 6. So that's why the person may get a 6 in the first chance itself, or in the first chance he is getting some other number, second chance he may get a 6, first chance he is getting some other number, second chance also he is getting some other number, and the third chance he may get a 6, or first chance other number, third chance other number. Now he decided to play the game 3 times only. That's why first chance, second chance, third chance, he quit the game. Here he quit the game, the reason is he got a 6. Here he quit the game, the reason is he got a 6. Here he quit the game, the reason is he got 6 in the first chance only. So here he is winning 1 rupee. Here no loss, no gain. Here he is losing 1 rupee, and here he is losing 3 rupees. So that's why getting a 6 in the first chance, the probability is 1 by 6, right? Whereas we have to get 0 in the first chance, that means not 0, sorry, other number in the first chance. Other number means 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, and 6 in the next chance. Getting a 6 is 1 by 6. First chance other number, that's why 5 by 6. Second chance also other number, 5 by 6. Third chance he has to get 6, that is 1 by 6. Here other number, first chance, second chance also other number, third chance also other number. So this is the probability distribution table. X is taking the value either 1 or 0, minus 1, minus 3, and these are their respective probabilities. He is asking expected value. That means mean we have to find out. So you know how to find out the mean for the probability distribution. This is the way of finding the mean. 1 into 1 by 6 plus 0 into 5 by 6 into 1 by 6, that is 0 only, plus minus 1 into 25 divided by 216 plus minus 3 into 125 divided by 216. So now the total, the value is 36, right, plus 0 minus 25 minus 375 divided by 216. So that further simplification I think you can do. So that is the way to proceed this particular question. For your kind information, this question NCERT textbook answer is given as wrong. See, clearing each hurdle is 5 by 6. So not clearing the hurdle is 1 by 6. But what he is saying in the question, what is the probability that he will knock down less than 2 hurdles? That means he is not clearing the hurdle. That must be less than 2. Fewer than 2 hurdles. That means we have to find out P of X less than 2 we have to find out. So that is nothing but we have to find out P of X is equal to 0 plus P of X is equals to 1. So knocking the hurdle is considered as a success. That's why success probability is 1 by 6, whereas failure probability is 5 by 6. That means knocking the hurdle is a success. That means number of hurdles knocking is 1. Number of hurdles knocking is 0. That's why we can write out of 10 hurdles, out of 10 trials, 0 success. Success probability is 1 by 6 whole to the power of 0 into 5 by 6 whole to the power of 10, plus out of 10 hurdles we have to get only one failure, that is 10C1 into 1 by 6 whole to the power of 1 into 5 by 6 whole to the power of 9. So that is the simplification. You can proceed. Observe here, A and B throw a die alternately till one of them gets a 6 and wins the game. So probability of getting a number 6 is equals to 1 by 6. Probability of not getting a number 6 is equal to 5 by 6. So first of all I am finding A starts the game. So A win the game in his first chance itself, that is 1 by 6. When can we say that A wins the game? In the first chance he got a 6. So suppose A failed in his first chance, then the chance will go to the B. B also failed, then the chance will come to A. Winning the game by A in his second chance is equal to first chance he failed, B failed in his first chance and winning the game by A, right? Next, probability of winning the game by A in his third chance. When he will get third chance? He failed in his first chance, B also failed in his first chance, E failed in his second chance, B also failed in his second chance, then he will get a third chance. In third chance, his winning probability we are finding 5 by 6 into 5 by 6 into 5 by 6 into 5 by 6 into, in the third chance, his chance, he has to win. So like that he may win his first chance, or he may win in his second chance, or he may win in his third chance, and so on. This process will go up to infinite terms. So 1 by 6 plus he may win in the second chance 5 by 6 whole square into 1 by 6, plus he may win in the third chance 5 by 6 whole to the power of 4 into 1 by 6, plus and so on. Whether you observed or not, it is in geometric progression, sum to infinite terms of a geometric progression with the common ratio as 5 by 6. So what is the formula for sum to infinite terms of a geometric progression? A by 1 minus R. Common ratio is 25 divided by 36. Now that is equals to 1 by 6 divided by 11 by 6. Now that simplification you will get 6 by 11. So this is the answer, probability that A wins the game. Therefore probability that B wins the game. When can we say that B wins the game? A loses. That's why 1 minus 6 by 11 is the probability that B wins the game. Okay, right. A die is thrown again and again until 3 sixes are obtained. So that means getting a 6 is considered as a success. So I can say this one as success probability, whereas failure probability is equal to 5 by 6. What is saying in the question? The third time 6 has to appear in the sixth throw. Third time 6 has to appear in the sixth throw means you see first throw, second throw, third throw, fourth throw, fifth throw, sixth throw. So that means in these first 5 throws we have to get 6 2 times only. In the first 5 throws we have to get 6 2 times only, and in the final throw, that is the sixth throw, compulsory we have to get 6. So that's why out of first 5 trials we have to get 6 2 times. Getting 6 is a success. So 1 by 6 whole square into 5 by 6 whole to the power of 5 minus 2. So this is the answer for in first 5 trials we have to get 6 2 times only, but in the third throw we have to get 6. So in the in the sixth throw we have to get 6. So getting a 6 in the sixth throw is equal to 1 by 6. So this multiplication is the answer for that particular question. So this is one particular question. He is asking mean of the binomial distribution B of 4 comma 1 by 3. 4 comma 1 by 3, that is the information given. Mean of the binomial distribution 4 comma 1 by 3, that means n is equals to 4 and the probability of success is given as 1 by 3. Actually this question directly we can write mean is equal to 4 by 3, but mean formula like this is not mentioned in the NCERT textbook. So that's why we have to proceed in this way. It depends on the marks, how many marks this question is given. So like that we have to appear. So x may take the value 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, because number of trials is given in the question as 4 and the probability of success is given as 1 by 3. Now I can write their respective probabilities. P of x is equals to 4c 0 into 1 by 3 whole to the power of 0 into 2 by 3 whole to the power of 4 plus here 4c 1 into 1 by 3 whole to the power of 1 into 2 by 3 whole to the power of 3. Next 4c 2 into 1 by 3 whole power 2 into 2 by 3 whole square. Next 4c 3 into 1 by 3 whole cube into 2 by 3 whole to the power of 1, and finally 4c 4 into 1 by 3 whole to the power of 4 into 2 by 3 whole power 0. So this is the distribution. Now we have to find out the mean of the distribution. How to find out the mean of the distribution? So this 0 is multiplied with 2 by 3 whole to the power of 4 plus 1 is multiplied with 4 into 1 by 3 into 2 by 3 whole cube, because of 4c1 value is 4, 4c2 value is 6, that's why 2 into 6 into 1 by 3 whole square into 2 by 3 whole square. Next plus 3 into 4c3 value is equal to 4 into 1 by 3 whole cube into 2 by 3 whole to the power of 1. and finally plus 4 into, because 4c 4 is equals to 1 into 1 by 3 whole to the power of 4. Now this total summation, because this is the distribution table, now this total summation, I hope so you will get the answer as same as earlier what we got. This total simplification you will get 4 by 3. So that all, whether you have to proceed like this or whether you have to proceed like this, that depends on the marks. If it is given for 4 marks, I like that, this is the way to approach. Otherwise for 1 mark questions you can do in this way. So he is asking probability that in a random sample of 12 such articles 9 are defective. So success is getting a defective item. Success probability is given as 10 by 100, so that is nothing but 1 by 10, whereas failure is equals to 90 by 100, that is equals to 9 by 10. So success probability we got 1 by 10, failure probability we got 9 by 10. So number of trials is equals to 12. So he is asking out of 9 trials we have to get 9 times success. What is a success? Getting a defective item is a success. So out of 12 trials 9 times we have to get defective. Getting defective is given as 1 by 10 whole to the power of 9 into 9 by 10 whole to the power of 3. So that we can also write 12c3 into, so 9 cube divided by 10 to the power of 12. So no need to simplify further, you can leave the answer here itself. Okay. The probability that the bulb produced by a factory will fuse after 150 days of use is given 0.05. Out of 5 such bulbs, that means number of trials is equals to 5. None will fuse after 150 days of use. That means bulb get fused after 150 days of use is considered as a success. Success is 0.05 and failure is 0.95 and number of trials is equals to 5. So in the first question what he is asking, P of x is equals to 0. None will be fused after 150 days of use. That's why 5c 0 into 0.05 whole to the power of 0 into 0.95 whole to the power of 5. And whereas in the second question what he is asking, not more than 1, that means P of x less than or equals to 1 we have to find out. Not more than 1. So that is nothing but P of x is equal to 0 plus P of x is equals to 1 we have to find out. P of x is equal to 0 is already there, that is nothing but 0.95 whole to the power of 5 plus P of x is equal to 1 means 5c1 into 0.05 whole to the power of 1 into 0.95 whole to the power of 4. The next one, third one is P of at least 1, that means P of x greater than or equals to 1. So P of x greater than or equals to 1 means what we have to find out? P of x is equals to 1 we have to find out, plus P of x is equals to 2 we have to find out, plus and so on, plus P of x is equal to 5 we have to find out. Instead of finding all these, it is enough 1 minus P of x less than 1. So that is nothing but 1 minus P of x less than 1 means there is only one case P of x is equal to 0, that is 1 minus P of x is equal to 0 we already got 0.95 whole to the power of 5. So that is the way to proceed this particular question. Here you can observe a coin is biased, specially prepared. Probability of getting head is equals to 3 times to the probability of getting a tail. But we know probability of head plus a probability of a tail, you have to get always 1. Okay, so that's why probability of head is equal to 3x, probability of tail is equal to x, then we are getting the value of x is equal to 1 by 4. So finally, in a biased coin case, probability of getting head is equal to 3 by 4, probability of getting a tail is equal to 1 by 4. What is saying in the question? Find the probability distribution of number of tails when a coin is tossed twice. When a coin is tossed twice, you may get a 2 times tail, 1 time tail, or no tail at all. That means the random variable x takes the values 2, 1, 0. Now we have to find out their respective probabilities. P of x is equal to 0. Probability of not getting a tail. That means first time, for probability of getting 0 tails. Okay, so that's why first time we are getting head, second time also we are getting head, that is equal to 9 by 16. Next, p of x is equal to 1, probability of getting tail one time. First time we are getting tail, second time we are getting, sorry, first time we are getting head, second time we are getting tail. First time you may get a tail, second time head. That's why this becomes 6 by 60. Next one is p of x is equals to 2. Probability of getting 2 times a tail. First time also tail, second time also tail. So that's why you will get 1 by 16. Now x takes the values 0, 1, 2 and their respective probabilities. When x is equal to 0, we are getting 9 by 16. When x is equals to 1, we are getting 6 by 16. When x is equals to 2, we got 1 by 16. This is the required probability distribution for that random variable x. Okay. See this particular question. Find the probability distribution of number of successes in 2 tosses of a die, where success is defined as 6 appears on at least one die. 6 has to appear on at least one die. When a die is thrown, 1 comma 6 is a success, 2 comma 6 is a success, 3 comma 6 is a success, 4 comma 6 is a success, 5 comma 6 success. So 6 comma 6 also success, because at least one die, yes, success. So now next one is 6 comma 1, 6 comma 2, 6 comma 3, 6 comma 4, 6 comma 5. In all these cases we can say success. That's why what is the probability of getting a success? That is 11 by 36, because a die is thrown how many times? A tosses of a die which involves, wait. So you may get a success these many cases, 11 by 36. You may not get a success in these many cases, right? So overall, what is the meaning? A person may get 0 success or 1 success. Okay, he may get a success or he may not get a success. So x takes the values 0, 1, no success, a success, right? So the respective probabilities. Here no success, that means we are not at all getting a die, 6, that is 25 divided by 36. You may get 1 success, that means getting a success, we are getting at least 1 6 when a die is thrown. So that's why it is 11 by 36. So this is the required probability distribution for a success is defined as 6 appears on at least one die. So here we got a success because 6 appears on at least one die. So this is the required probability distribution for that random variable x. You can observe this is a question related to a Bayes theorem. Probability a man known to speak truth 3 out of 4 times. So that means probability he is speaking truth is equal to 3 by 4. That means he is telling lies is equal to automatically 1 by 4. 3 by 4 is the truth probability, 1 by 4 is telling lies. So he throws a die and reports that it is a 6. Find the probability that it is actually a 6. So probability the die shows 6 is equals to 1 by 6. Probability the die is not showing 6 is equal to 5 by 6. So he is reporting. So probability the person is reporting it is 6 when the die shows 6. Array die is showing 6. Person is also reporting that 6. That means he is telling truth. That is 3 by 4. Probability the person is reporting that 6 appears when it is not showing 6. Die is not showing 6. But the person is reporting that it is 6. That means he is telling lies. Now you can observe here. Die is showing 6. Person is also reporting that it is 6. Die is not showing 6, but the person is reporting that 6 appears. Here also the report is saying that 6 appears. Here also the report is saying that 6 appears. But in which case actually 6 appears? This case actually 6 appears. That we have to write in the numerator as a favorable case. He is asking this one. A person report that 6 appears. His report is saying that 6 appears. Report is 6 appears. What is the probability? Actually it's showing 6. That means we are finding this one. So now you can simplify this one. 3 divided by 3 plus 5, that is equals to 3 by 8 is the answer. Okay.